YouTube has just announced a significant change to the platform, particularly if you are a creator or you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel. I thought I would just quickly chat about it. I've seen the details coming out yesterday, so today is the 11th of August. The announcements came out yesterday from YouTube themselves and it's being heavily discussed online. The changes are around the rules to become monetized on the YouTube platform. When I started my channel last year, January, the rules had been in place for quite some time, and in fact the last rule changes that YouTube implemented was actually to try and make it slightly easier. That has significantly changed as of the announcement yesterday, the 10th of August 2026. The proposal from YouTube is as follows. You will still need 1,000 subscribers, and the new rule change is the number of watch hours. So the number of hours that people have to watch of your videos before you hit the bar which YouTube sets. And as it stands today, as it stood when I joined the platform and started this channel, that was set at 4,000 watch hours, 4,000 hours of your content across a 12-month rolling window. The new proposed changes, which come into effect in February of 2027, will see that window now double. It will be 8,000 hours that you'll need to have from viewers, as well as the 1,000 subscribers before YouTube will consider your application to be monetized on the platform. That is a massive, massive change. And I say this as somebody who's gone through that process myself, but I have other channels. I've been on the platform since 2011, just making home videos, travel videos, little stupid music videos. And I did that for years and was never monetized on that channel. And when I started this, my own John Talks About last year, I was lucky enough to get through that threshold fairly quickly and become monetized. But I know so many people who watch this channel and have either started channels or already had a channel and found a bit of inspiration in it, who would be working towards monetization, because monetization effectively allows you to earn a small bit of ad revenue from the platform. And I say that in that I've shared regular videos on this channel talking about how much I've earned. In the absolute peak of 1 month, I've earned as much as £2,000. And more recently, the channel has brought in more like £160, £170. So it's small, but it at least feels like something for your work, right? I love the process of making videos, editing, learning about cameras, just capturing little moments. So the question that sits in my mind is, would I do this if I wasn't getting paid? Well, actually, I already was doing it. Certainly not as prolifically as I do it here on this channel. But I certainly was making content and I was enjoying the process and the creativity that came out of it. So the monetization aspect of it doesn't put me off. I would still be making videos. But if you're looking to start a business or you're looking to build something here on the platform, this new threshold that will come in certainly would be a big uphill battle. I read through the Twitter posts yesterday to the YouTube announcement, and I've watched other content creators that I respect in this space that talk about how to get started on YouTube and how to build a channel, and I've read the comments below their videos, and it is being resoundingly negatively received. Many people talking about whether they would throw in the towel at this point and decide that it's just a barrier too far for them. Now, in another move that YouTube has also made, they have shifted the goalposts on short creation. So short videos, there are channels that are dedicated to just making short videos, and the change that they've made there now is, in order to become monetized as a shorts channel or to earn money from shorts as a focus, you previously had to have achieved 10 million views in a 12-month period. That's insane to me, right? I make shorts and I get like 3,000 views on them, so I'm just not even in that world. But there are obviously channels dedicated to news topics or even creating content for children where these are the kind of numbers they're playing in. So here's the change: 10 million views in a 12-month period to become monetized, and now the new parameter is 20 million views every 90 days. Every 3 months, you must have generated 20 million views to be eligible for a payout. And if you are below that 20 million threshold, you just don't get paid for that quarter. So you can come back a future quarter and hit the 20 million and go back to a payment cycle. But wow, that is a hell of a bar to be set. Now, why is YouTube making these changes? Well, let's jump to let me be candid and say greed. It means that they don't need to pay as many content creators. It means that it enforces you to be active to keep your channel monetized, because within this policy, you must make 2 long-form videos every 90 days, and you must at least achieve 1,000 watch hours in a 12-month period to keep your monetized channel. So that keeps you active. But when it comes to the shorts, I think it's fair to say the platform has been bombarded with bot farms, AI content, slop. We've all seen it in this move that YouTube has made. When you open your home screen or you open your app, you see more shorts than you do long-form videos. This has been a deliberate move by YouTube to effectively compete with TikTok. Now, the more cynic in me, the more cynical aspect of me would say, YouTube making hundreds of millions, if not billions, in profits, the new number one space where people watch content, overtaking Netflix and regular television now. A big push to make even more money. So small creators get a much bigger challenge. AI bot farms are effectively risking losing the revenue from their views if they don't hit 20 million views in a 90-day period, which means Amazon picks up all of the funding. The number of adverts that are placed in videos, I'm sure you've seen it. I see it when I post a video myself, how many adverts are inside some of those videos. On many occasions, I go in and delete adverts because it's just too many for the audience to work with, to watch. People are using ad blockers on to try and filter through their content. So this is just a big move. So the cynic in me says, yeah, Google goes out to try and bring in even more money, squeeze out small creators, challenge the AI slop farms that are getting pushed on the platform by making these new benchmarks, rules in place to make it tougher to actually earn. And one last part of all of this, creators who were previously making a living on the likes of TikTok have felt strangled. Many creators there have said that their revenue has dropped spectacularly. Many of them have moved over to YouTube as a more robust, better organised platform for revenue, and now YouTube is following a very similar metric. So it's almost like if you're a small business, you're somebody looking to just earn a little bit of extra cash, that's going to be fundamentally challenged for you now. So look, I make videos here and I've talked about all of the different income streams that I've generated. YouTube is a very small portion of that. I don't really consider myself to be I'm not a full-time content creator. I make these videos because I like sharing the experience of the life that my wife and I are trying to lead. Would this change my opinion on it? As I said, I don't think so. I enjoy making the videos. The ad revenue is just an extra little booster towards making the content in the first place. But I would say this, if you are a small channel, if you are somebody thinking about coming on and building a YouTube business, you have to think outside of YouTube ad revenue. You have to think about if you want to sell a product, what that product is, and how you can take the audience to that product. For me, I have a Patreon page. I make extra content there. I dive into more of the details of our life, stock options that I write, how I make videos. I have one-to-one or Zoom calls with viewers on a regular basis. So I'm providing an extra service for a small subscription over on that platform. That helps top up my income a little bit. But if you can write documents, if you could build a course, if you have a product, a physical product or a digital product that you want to sell, don't let the ad revenue stand in your way from YouTube. You can build a business without hitting any of those metrics, the 8,000 watch hours or the 1,000 subscribers. If you have 20 subscribers and you have a good product, people will buy your product. So, I wouldn't let it put you off, but certainly these changes are being looked at right now very negatively online. All right, I thought I would just briefly talk about that. Thanks so much for watching this, and let me know down in the comments if you've got a channel, what do you think about these new rules that have been brought in? Does the 8,000 hours now seem like a massive uphill battle? I've already heard from one follower of this channel, Luke, who's at about 3,000 watch hours now. Very quickly, you have from now, August till next February to hit the original metrics, 4,000 watchers, 1,000 subscribers, and enter the program before the changes come into effect. So go and make your videos now, get through those thresholds, join the platform, join the program, and forget about it. But from next February onwards, YouTube is about to go to extra hard mode.